My girlfriend just gave birth to our first child. I know I'm not the biological father, and I revealed I knew as soon as she gave birth. My girlfriend just gave birth to our first child. I know I'm not the biological father, and I revealed I knew as soon as she gave birth. I'll try to keep this short, because I'm planning to go to a bar soon. I found out when she was about 6 months along. The guy, Brian, approached me at my work. "Are you Sarah's boyfriend?" I said yeah and asked what he wanted. He said he was sorry that he had slept with her and swore he didn't know that she was with someone. I don't believe that. He then pulled out his phone to show the texts between them. They had been sleeping together or linking up for at least a year. Then she found out she was pregnant, and they came to an agreement to just pretend the baby was mine. In return, she wouldn't lose her perfect life, and he wouldn't be responsible for a baby. I knew it was weird. We had been having problems trying for a baby, and all of a sudden she got pregnant so easily. But he explained that he had been thinking about it, and he recently became a Christian. He said that he couldn't live his life knowing that I was living a lie while his child didn't know their real father. So yeah, I told him I'd keep in touch, and to not say that he said anything just yet. I've had a lot of time to think, but ultimately, I decided to wait until she gave birth, to hurt her in her most vulnerable moment. I'll spare the details, but she went into labor, baby was born, and was taken to the NICU to be monitored for a bit. What should have been a beautiful moment of me holding my baby was the most heartbreaking time of my life. Just knowing he was not mine hurt me. Once she was sewn up and comfortable, I started packing up my stuff to leave. She asked where I was going, and I just told her. I know I'm not baby's name's father. You can act all shocked, but I know. Just ask Brian to come. I'm positive he'll sign the birth certificate. Then I left. She's been calling my phone over and over, even sending texts as I type this, and has even gotten her sister to call me a few times. It was hard pretending these last few months, but I think I'm satisfied. I feel really heartbroken though. I was planning to propose to her on the day our baby was born. I was gonna make her the happiest woman ever. Oh well, I'm going to go get shit-faced now. Small update. Head hurts, but I'm home and safe. I wasn't really expecting this to gain as much traction as it did, but I'll clear up a few things. Brian is going to be in the baby's life, if it's his. I don't care what anyone says. I'm sure the kid isn't mine. I'll go get tested, but me and Brian have been in contact since last night, and there isn't a doubt in my mind. For those of you calling me a psychopath, or whatever, I don't really care. You'll all forget about this post in a day anyway, while I'll have to live with this shit for the rest of my life. What I did wasn't amazing, but I don't care. All I ever did was treat her amazing, and this is how she pays me back. If you think this is fake, go read something else. Doesn't matter to me. Relevant comments. How did she react when Op left and told her he knew? Her eyes got really wide, and she started to say, wait, but I was already closing the door when she started talking more. In the texts and voicemails she's left me, she explains that Brian is lying, and if I will just pick up the phone, she'll explain. I mean, I have a copy of their text messages and a sex tape as further proof, so I'm very tempted to send them to her, but I really don't want to give her any attention right now. When asked who else was in the room, and if this is fake, nurses were in the room. I didn't give a shit if they heard. This was after they took the baby to the NICU, and the only reason he even went was because my ex had a pretty bad fever before she gave birth, so they were wanting to monitor him to make sure he didn't also develop a fever. She has her own insurance. Obviously, if she had complications, I wouldn't have done it right then, but she didn't. Baby is fine. She's fine, so I broke the news and left. I don't understand why people who say shit is fake stick around to read and comment. Move on with your life then. Update. Hi everyone. I just wanted to start by saying I would have updated sooner, but it takes a bit to get test results back. I've also been working on myself in the time being. Thanks for all the support. I'll cut to the chase. I am not the father, but I already knew that already deep down. Brian and the baby are a match, so that pretty much answers that question. He's very excited to be a dad, even despite the circumstances. We've kept in touch this whole time, and he's actually a really great guy. Goes to church now, volunteers at shelters, etc. I'm not sure if we'll continue to stay in touch after this, but I wouldn't mind getting a drink with him every once in a while. I hope the kid does great in life. He should with Brian as his dad. As for Sarah, around the time I posted, she had asked Brian to be with her officially since there was nothing to hide. As far as I know, he has not taken her up on that offer and just wants to co-parent for the sake of being in his kid's life. I think that's very smart of him, honestly. Me and her have talked as well. We talked about where it all went wrong. She felt as though I wasn't there for her fully and just felt unfulfilled, which I understand. I wasn't always the best guy, but I treated her the best I could. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. She started crying, and I did give her a hug, but I made sure she knew it wasn't because I cared about her. She's offered to stay friends, and for me to visit if I want, but I declined. I'm not really interested in keeping up with her and her kid, but I did give her the stuffed animal I was planning to give our kid someday as a gift. She's been staying with her mom and has fully moved out her stuff. She asked me to keep her number, but I blocked her the same day she finished moving out. So it's just me now. I'm not gonna lie. My heart has been super heavy, but I think I'll be okay. There's a cute girl at my work, and we've been talking. She's a single mom and has been awesome so far. I explained that I wanted to go slow cause of my recent breakup, and she understands. We've hooked up once or twice. Nothing serious yet. I just want to be by myself for now, but I'll likely give her a shot when I'm ready. That's it for now. I'm depressed, but I'm working out now at least. I never want to talk to Sarah, and will likely never see her again. It sucks because she was such a big part of my life, but that's gone now. Thanks for all the support. I'll answer questions if you guys have more. Edit. Just wanted to mention that I still don't feel bad about what I did. I can tell she's still hurting, but I definitely think it's deserved still. Final update. I keep getting DMs asking me to update, so here's one. Been roughly 8 months. Check profile for original story. No, I don't talk to Sarah. Screw Sarah. Haven't seen her. Last I heard, she moved to 3 hours away with her mom to be closer to some family. I kept seeing her around town a lot, so I'm beyond grateful she's gone. She would attempt to have conversations with me, sometimes in the first month after she gave birth, but that soon stopped. As for Brian, we text occasionally, and we did go out for that beer. He overall seems happy to be a father, but we don't talk about Sarah. I don't keep up much with him anyways. We're both hardworking men, with jobs, kids, and lives to live, so it's kinda hard to keep up. I don't think they're together at all, but who knows? Speaking of kids, the woman who was a single mom that I started seeing, we're still together. Her kid is awesome, and I love being her stepdad TBH. So a big middle finger to those who told me to stop talking to her, or that it wasn't gonna work. It may seem like we moved fast, but at this point, I don't care. I've never loved anyone more. We communicate properly, hardly fight, just so much fun. I initially was gonna cut all contact with her after falling off into a bad drinking habit, but she really kept me grounded. I didn't meet my stepdaughter for a while, but when I did, I knew I couldn't leave. Being a part of this little family has healed me in ways I literally can't fathom. And before anyone says I just used them to deal with the trauma of not having my own kid, that couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm in therapy, I got my shit together, and most days I don't even think about my ex. Hell, I even forgot about this damn account. Words cannot describe how much my life has picked up. Thank you, Reddit strangers, for being there in the darkest time in my life. Honestly, it helped. Hoping to propose to my girlfriend sometime in the future. That's it. Bye. Story 2. Am I the a-hole for lying to my boyfriend about my match day? So I am 28, and my boyfriend, M32, have been together for 4 years. Our relationship has been amazing except for when we have special occasions or gatherings. He is a really sensitive and emotional type to the point that it gets awkward and embarrassing. Match day is a day when med students find out where they will do their residency. I've been extremely stressed because I was hoping for my first choice and didn't need any extra stressors. My boyfriend asked what time the event that my program was hosting to reveal the match day results, and I just knew he would be over the top with emotion and cause me embarrassment, so I lied and told him a time well after I'd find out. Match day was Friday, and I got my first choice. My boyfriend arrived an hour before the event ended and was visibly upset with me. He went home after and won't return my calls. Aita. Edit. Thank you everyone who has commented and gave me advice. I'd like to preface by saying I love my boyfriend and know what I did was shitty and could have been avoided by a conversation. That being said, he did text saying he wants to talk. I'll update when I can. Edit 2. Yes, I know the title is wrong. I was thinking between two different titles and fudged it up. Sorry. To those who keep asking, I do love and adore my boyfriend. Update. So wow, the response I got back from this has been pretty massive. Unfortunately, I cannot read all of the comments, but am surprised to not automatically be shunned the asshole. I know what I did was not only messed up, but lacked consideration for my boyfriend. He texted me, yay, last night, and said he wanted to talk about what happened. My stomach dropped, like that feeling you get on a roller coaster. We met this morning at our favorite little bakery, and I got him his favorite macarons and breakfast sandwich. At first I was really nervous and anxious that what I did was irreversible. I of course told him not only that I was sorry, but explained why I did it. We hadn't really had this kind of conversation, so he was pretty taken aback by why I didn't want him there. Fortunately, he said he understood but was really hurt that I didn't talk to him and found reason to lie to him instead. He said that he still wanted to be with me, yay again, but that we should try counseling both together and separate. He was concerned that his many emotional bouts caused attention to be taken away and placed on him whenever we went to any special event. After breakfast, we just walked around his neighborhood and held hands, not really into PDA due to trauma. He invited me back to his place to see the dog, and so now I'm just writing this laying in bed. I might have another updated. Thank you to everyone who said Ida, and anyone else who did not. Thank you for your comments too. Update 2. Many of you were spot on about my boyfriend, not only being amazing but also sensitive, something I find cute as well, and thoughtful. As soon as I typed up the first update, I went to take a shower. Upon getting out, my boyfriend is in a suit, and there is an envelope in his hand. Yeah, I think now would be cause to cry. He said that we can do our own match ceremony. Inside the envelope was a paper saying you match, with insert hospital, and ops boyfriend. Yeah, I did tear up, and my boyfriend absolutely cried, but my god, he's a pretty crier. And yes, we have made sure we are on the same page. Final update. Hello everyone. I decided to make this final update for anyone that questions, as well as those just wanting to see how my BF and I are doing. Firstly, we're doing great. He started his individual therapy 2 weeks ago and seems to find it really helpful. We had our first session together last Monday. I obviously won't go into detail, but I realized further how my actions really hurt my BF and am doing everything to not only make up for it, but to never make that same mistake again. Secondly, there were some asking about our relationship handling my residency. He actually works remote, so we agreed to move together. I'm really looking forward to this next chapter, even though I have a very grueling residency to begin. We have found a place that we like and have been steadily moving down there. I actually told him about the Reddit post not too long after, and he was very chill about it. We went through a lot of the comments together and just talked about it. I'm thankful for all of the honest commentators, even the ones who believed I should be dumped, because it's nice to have an outside look at a situation. That's pretty much it, really. We have our anniversary soon, and I want to go all out before my life becomes too hectic. Let me know if down the line you'd like another update. For now, that's it. Thank you.